Bob don't say he miss you, and he don't have lips to kiss you.
Hey you guys, it's me Kimmy and I'm back with another video. And this video is going to be kind of like a story time, but it's kind of going to be like education. I'm going to be giving you the story time of when I was dating the guy in prison. I kind of gave you 20 things I learned about dating guys in prison, but I'm going to give you a real life story time of me dating this guy. And this is just one of the guys. I dated more than one guy in prison, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, we're gonna be giving you the story time of this guy because I feel like this was the most prevalent, and I might come through and go through my old phone and see if I can find old text messages. If I can, I just throw something in there. It ain't gonna be what I'm talking about, but I just throw something in there for y'all to read because some of that stuff was hilarious. And girl, what was I thinking? I wish I still had the letters, so the letters he sent me, so I could read them to y'all too, but I don't have those no more. Okay y'all, so how we met. Me and, what should I call him? Trick. I'm gonna call him Trick. Me and Trick met when I was a teenager. He was a teenager. He's a couple of years younger, a few years younger than me, but we met when I was a teenager. And he was cute, but I wasn't looking at him like, oh, but he was always like a cute to me. Like I was like, oh, he cute kid, you know, like because he was a little younger than me. And at that time I was in my stage and I liked the older guys and stuff. Girl, I don't know what I had going on, but it worked out. But eventually it worked out, but not at that point in time. But that's it don't matter. How we met, easy way to put it is our families know each other, and that's how we met. How we got together, the story of how we got together is actually kind of crazy. Like I said, our families know each other, and I was around his mother one day and his girlfriend at the time was there, and I made a statement, and the statement was such a simple statement. It wasn't like no shade or nothing like that. It was as simple as saying like, oh yeah, I know his favorite color. It was like that simple of a statement. It wasn't that statement, but it was that simple of a statement. His girlfriend took that, ran with it, called him talking about he cheating on her with me and da da da. Now this man is in prison at this point in time when this is going on, but he had like a little phone or whatever, like, you know. So like, I'm minding my business at home. He calls me, what did you tell my girl? I didn't talk to your girl. Hey, that's all I said to her today, because like I knew her, but I didn't know her like that to be sitting around talking to her. And the statement I made was to his mom, it wasn't to her. So basically she took what I said and she felt like me and him was having some type of secret relationship, and his mom knew and all types of stuff, and she got mad, and that's why they broke up. So he called me asking what I said or whatever, like I said, and I told him, I said, I ain't tell her nothing. And he asked what was said, and I told him, and I guess he called his mom and confirmed, and she was like, yeah, that's what happened. So he called me back and he starts talking to me. He's like, yeah, you know, like, I guess, you know, I'm tripping, my bad, like basically apologizing for coming at me foul or whatever. And I'm like, you good, I understand why you did, but like, yeah, I ain't say no off stuff to her, like, so I really don't understand why she mad. And he was just like, well, anyway, why haven't we talked like that? And I'm just kind of like, I don't know. And that was it. It was that quick. I was in a relationship with him that quick. Literally, he broke up with his girlfriend and I got with him the same day. I don't know is how we end up. He was like, well, you my girl now. I'm just like, okay. And now I'm your girl, and you're in prison, and I'm your girl. Okay, great, fun, awesome, yay, good decisions, making good decisions. Okay, so that's how we got together. How we were in the start, we were so gross and mushy. Ew. Like, it was all, you're so cute, I love you, and we thought that was cute, and we thought it was fine because we had known each other so long and we were comfortable with each other. So it was like, you know, it was just like another step in our friendship transitioning into more. So it was like we already genuinely cared about each other as people, but it was just like, oh, now we love each other, oh, cute. wasn't cute. So obviously with time that rapidly faded, and it was like he would try to make me feel guilty for being free. Like, if that makes sense. Like, what you doing? I'm finna go get some chicken. Oh yeah, it must be nice to just be able to go get chicken when you want to go get chicken. Well, sir, you wasn't. No, let me stop. But it was just really like stuff like that. Or like, where you going? I'm finna go to Walmart again. Dang, you go to Walmart every day. I miss going to Walmart. Too bad I can't just go to Walmart. Like, okay, you could be an upstanding citizen and you could. So it was just like that was like just the guilt tripping. It just became so crazy. Like, literally everything I did, it was an issue. Like, what you gonna do? Take a nap? Oh yeah, I ain't had a good bed to take a nap in 2 years. Like, okay, I get it, you're locked up, I get it, sir. But the thing is, the way he was locked up, like from what he was telling me, didn't even really seem like too like strict. It was like, from the vibe I got, is basically like they didn't even have to be in their cells until like a certain time. They just walked around free and doing what you want to do. Like, they had a gym that he used to be, I was like, I'm finna go to the gym and play basketball, and then they had like a place to work out. Like, I'm finna go to the gym, work out. He was talking about photo shoots, all types of stuff. Like like it didn't seem like a very strict, horrible place to be. Now, if it was, I don't know, he might have just been trying to speak lightly of it because he knows I'm a warrior. Like, so maybe he was trying to make it seem better than it was. But he'd be like, I'm finna go talk to so and so down the hall, and they sell. Like, okay, at this point y'all just living in apartments, y'all gonna visit each other, working out together and stuff. And I know it was a punishment and he wasn't in the free will, he couldn't do what he wanted to do, but like the way he would describe it to me, it just seemed like very comfortable situation for what it was. The gaslighting. Let's get to the gaslighting. The gaslighting began mostly when, again, because I'm in the free world, he would try to make me feel bad. Like, if I went out with my friends, or like if I just went to the store and stuff, he was trying to make me feel like I was doing something genuinely wrong. Like, I should just be staying at home talking to him all the time. Because like I told y'all, he had a little phone he wasn't supposed to have, but he had a phone. And so like, when I would tell him, oh, I went out with my friends, we just went to eat, we went to do this, he was like, and you thought that was okay, why? And I was just like, we was hungry. And he's just like, you don't even be thinking about me, you don't be putting money on my books, you don't be doing that. No, I'm not, because somebody was putting money on your books before me, and it wasn't your baby mom. What they at? Okay. And so then he would like start trying to get me like to do stuff. I'm not gonna go too deep into detail, but I never did it. But like, he would be trying to get me to do stuff that I feel like, I basically just told him, if you can't ask your mama or your sister to do it, don't ask me to do it. And that's what I told him, and that's what we're gonna leave that at. The money, he would get really mad because like, I wouldn't put money on his books, but I used to always make sure his phone had minutes like the phone he had. I used to always buy like the little cards for him to put on his phone, so his phone always had minutes. And that's because I felt like I was using up a lot of those minutes, because he was talking to me a lot, like almost daily, every day. So I'm like, okay, I'm the reason you using your minutes like that. I want to make sure you good, I want to make sure you have that. I'm taking responsibility for what I'm eating, basically. So I was doing it, and I would like, you know, text him the codes, and he would put it on his phone, or call him and put the codes on his phone, and he'd have more minutes. And it got to the point where he started getting mad at me because I was only putting like $30 on there at a time or something. I gotta understand, I'm not working, I didn't have a lot of money like this, so I was doing what I could. And but my thing is, the amount of minutes that was buying, I started realizing eventually, like, we not talking that amount of minutes. We not even talking half of that amount of minutes. So where your minutes went? And he just like, nah, it ain't like that. I be talking to my family. I be talking to my mom. I be talking to my sister. I be talking to, and I'm like, okay, I get that, but why am I the only one putting minutes if you talking to everybody else? And he just like, because, man, and I know, like I said, I know his family. I know he wasn't hurting for nothing. And I just used to get upset, and for him it was about money, because he's like kind of money hungry. But like for me, it was just about like the disrespect of the way he talked to me, because like ain't no way I just dropped like my last 30 on you and you sit here mad at me because I didn't put 50. So you don't want to talk to me, but your minutes still depleting though. But you not talking to me because you mad, but the minutes still dropping. Like I can put two and two together, I can add, and I know if you talk to me less, you talking to somebody else more. So finally I brought that up, and he gets real mad again with the gaslight. Ain't nobody talking to nobody else. I ain't even got time to talk to nobody else. I'm always talking to you. Okay, but we ain't talked in 3 days. But you telling me you need minutes again. But you had minutes 3 days ago because I put some on it. It ain't adding up. So like we would go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and like it would just always blow up. He'll get mad, he'll hang up, and then the next day he would call me and he would genuinely just act like nothing happened. Hey baby, I miss you, what you doing, I love you, that type of time. And I'm just like at first I would let it slide because I'm just like, okay, he got a lot going on, he's stressed out, he locked up. And then I got to the point that I was like, why are we just letting this ride? Why are we just letting this go? Because he really tweaking. So I started bringing it up. So it got to the point where it was just argument after argument after argument after argument, like daily, because I wouldn't let him just drop it and pick it up the next day like it never happened. So we're gonna pick the argument right back up if we don't finish it. We're gonna do it because we're gonna get this out because I'm tired of it at this point. So that became like our biggest issue. So he really at that point just started calling me less and less and less and less. And I knew at that point he was talking to somebody else, but he swore he wasn't. Like he would tell me, he like, I just don't be having time to talk. Baby, I love you. You gotta trust me. When I get out, you gonna see. I'm gonna put a ring on your finger. I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Of course you are. Of course you are. Then came the time I found out he was missing. He was talking to somebody else. It was a little Spanish girl. I don't know her name. I don't know the ethnicity of the Spanish. I don't know none of it. But she was a little Spanish girl. And I just, her name literally had Spanish girl in, her Facebook name literally had Spanish girl in it. And that's why I said she was a little Spanish girl. So I called him and I just told him, I was just like, look, and I said the girl name. You good, she got you, y'all had the time of y'all life, I'm done. Nah baby, don't do that, like that ain't what that's for. You don't like to put minutes on my phone, so I'm using her to do that. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Absolutely not. So I just said, okay, that's fine, but if that's what you're using her for, that's what y'all doing, then that's what y'all do. Leave me out of it. I'm good, I'm cool. So I broke up with him, y'all. But like I said, we were still friends. Alright, like, you know, like we were friends first. So like I didn't have no ill will to him. I didn't have no hard feelings to him. I wasn't mad at him. I just didn't want to be with him no more. Like the situation was honestly got from being comfortable to loving. It went from being loving to comfortable to tolerable to I'm tired of it, I'm done. And that's all it was. I was just done. I was at the end of it. Like I'm through. And so we stayed friends. Like he would still text here and there, call here and there, just on some, you know, checking on you, what you doing type stuff. And I would talk to him and it was what it was. And then he got out. He was free. And I commend him simply because when he did get free, I was one of the first people he hooked up, he hit up. He tried the link. I didn't want to. He called a few more times, tried the link. I still didn't want to. After that, I think he tried to go back to some other girl that he used to talk to before his baby mama. She went out and really think she was on it or whatever. And he ended up moving and he got with this other girl and they was together, and he's locked up again at this point, and I think he's still locked up, and that's as far as I know, you guys. I haven't talked to him in a really long time. The most I talked to him is just like, you know, just random, hey, checking on. I don't really talk to him no more. I haven't talked to him in well over a year, maybe longer than that, probably definitely longer than that. So yeah, that's really all, you guys. I just want to tell y'all that little story time about my man that was in prison or whatever, girl. And that's really all. I'm Kimmy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell, ding, so you can be notified when I drop another video, and I'm out.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't wanna leave you, baby.